Alright, what up, Adamsters? Welcome back to another Weathering Waves video. So, LYNAE has been out for how many days now? I think 3 days now. We did end up getting her on our first multi, and we ended up getting her weapon in like the first 10 pull as well. We did some singles, and we got her weapon as well. Now, the thing is she worth it? A sub DPS as a main DPS. I'm currently in the works of building her as a main DPS. So when I build her as a main DPS, I will upload a video on how is she as a main DPS. But as a sub DPS, I think she does a fantastic job. Uh, she can do a ton of damage. She provides buffs, right? She has, here's her strengths right here. You can pause the video and look at it yourself. Now, I think she is a better support, but as a main damage dealer, I think she can dish out a ton of damage. I am currently in the works of building her up as a main damage dealer, but I've used her as a support. Her support wise, she does a very fantastic job. She dishes out some insane damage. You switch to your character, they get the buffs and everything. Your main damage dealer hits like a truck as well. So yeah, just having her as a sub DPS as well, just you can clear stuff so much more faster. And they're giving us some options for her best weapons. I have her weapon, so I feel like in order for her to be a main DPS, you'd kind of need to get her weapon as well, because all that basic attack damage it gives is absolutely crazy. The buffs to your basic attack damage, and we know all she's doing is basic attack damage. So like the weapon just makes her main DPS go from like a B or a B tier or like A tier to like a S tier. That's what her weapon does for her. Her sub DPS, now you wouldn't need her weapon as much. There are other options, like the 5-star from the standard banner, and then the new 5-star weapon that they released, those new weapon sets in the 5-star banner as well. There are some 4-stars. If you're running her as a support, I would advise like maybe have more energy regen, pop her ultimate off more, get her mode activated, her skate rollerblade modes activated faster, and just plunge damage, switch characters to your main DPS, just keep on rotating through like that, you know and then giving your main damage dealer a ton of buffs. That's for if she is sub DPS. But main DPS, it kind of changes the way you have to play here. I don't Okay, so her weapon obviously is the best, but there is the one new weapon, the one new gun weapon they added in the standard banner, which I think will work if you don't have her main weapon. And obviously you want the 5-piece Rite of Gilded Revelation. You want the boss you get for getting her awakening materials, her leveling up materials. You want that boss as your main echo. As a main damage dealer, she does, like, so far the max she's hit for me was like 40k, I think, for the plunging damage. You know how she goes up in the air, you use all the jumps, and then she smacks down into the ground. So far that's hit 40k max. So not too bad, because you can constantly use that over and over again. That's the thing about it, you can get that over and over again by just charging up her normal attack. You just hold square, she does, or whatever you play on, hold maybe the right click on the mouse or whatever, hold it, she gains the whole bar. You jump 3 times and you smack down into the enemies, dishing out absolutely insane amounts of damage. Now, I do think her weapon really puts her a step above using these other weapons, but these other weapons are viable. And yes, so there are different options you can use. Uh, like you can use the dragon, which I was thinking about using the dragon, right? Because it inflicts spectral damage to enemies based on LYNAE's resonance skill damage, so that would be pretty good. But I got the new one, and I want the new set. You could honestly, if you're a beginner and you got it, you don't even need the set to make our main DPS damage. there's these other spectral sets that you use on Jinshi. It could possibly work for now until you reach higher level, so you can actually unlock the set you need. So yeah, this is the weapon I was talking about. This could work because it increases attack by 12% when resonating in the team casts a Toon Break seal. It grants 20% all attribute damage to the wielder for 14 seconds, and plus it has crit rate, just like her main damage. Her main weapon has crit rate, so it's a fantastic, fantastic second option. This one obviously is going to be much lower. It has attack, not crit, so that's kind of annoying. But it's alright. There are some 4-star options, and that's pretty much it. Here are some teams you can run with her. She's good with Augusta, so that's pretty nice. I have Augusta. I didn't try that team, but maybe I should probably try that team. This is the exact team I'm running, except besides Shorekeeper, I have Verena. So yeah, this is basically the exact main DPS LYNAE team you're going to want to be running for her to get her basic maximum damage, you know? So yeah, just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been working on her like crazy. We were lucky enough to get her in our first 10 pull and her weapon in the first 10 singles. So when I upgrade her, when I get all her skills up, I will do a live on showing her as a main damage dealer, and I will upload a new video showing her as a main damage dealer. But that's pretty much it. If you guys liked, remember like, subscribe, and turn those post notification bell. Now, is LYNAE worth your pulls? I'd say 100% because she works as a sub DPS and a main DPS. Like, no matter if you get her or not, she's gonna buff your account and change. Maybe you don't have a spectral damage dealer, or maybe you don't have a good buffer. She can work in both slots as a main damage dealer and a sub DPS. I'm building her as a main DPS because I really want a new spectral damage main DPS dealer, because I do not like Zani that much. And that's pretty much it. If you guys like, remember like, subscribe, and turn those post notification bell. Peace out, upstairs. Take care.